I have the photo of her flying in the P-51 with me.
Yes, she should.
That was
showed
unbelievable. You know, what I never told, I was afraid to tell Tom at the time was I had just recently come out of, sort of like decided to think myself out of a really crippling fear of flying that I suffered from for years. And so originally when I signed on to do the movie, there was no flying for my character. My character was on land, she was on the water, she was never in the air. There was a scene at one point where it's like taxiing on a runway, maybe in a plane together. So Tom and I are shooting that scene. And the plane, the P-51, it's like tiny. You're like, the top of the cockpit is right here. My knees are up against his back. And he's like, wow, Janet, have you ever been in a plane like this before? I was like, no, I haven't, Tom. It's amazing. He's like, ever done any aerobatic flying before? I was like, I'm starting to get nervous. No. Why? Will I be doing so? He's like, it's gonna be very graceful, very elegant, just some very elegant rolls, you know, it's gonna be nice and easy. So yeah, that's how I found out that I was gonna be up in the P-51 with Tom flying it.
And Miles, tell me this, when you signed up for this, did you know that there wouldn't be green screen? Did you know that this was all gonna be proper G-force and real?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that was in the small print.
I think that was
in the small print, in the fine print somewhere. No, I mean, I did absolutely, but I absolutely underestimated the training that it would take to be able to withstand, you know, the G forces that we're, you know, pulling. You know, people are throwing up, you know, in the cockpit fairly often. Like it is no joke to get in those jets, and we're making Top Gun, you know, so we're never going around sightseeing.
It's very intense. Like what Miles said, I told you. I said, and I shot the early test. I showed you the early test.
You might have whispered it to yourself.
How many times did I say it?
Never said out loud to me, Tom.
I told you. I said, and I even shot first, and I showed you the footage.
Show me the email.